credit line. So, ang tinatanong niyo, sir, bakit mas mababa? Yung binigay sa atin na budget is of projections. So, it's possible.
DBM approves the NEFCA
The NEFCA.
based on your projection. So bakit mababa, Ma'am Zuniga?
Madam Chair, Your Honor, yung NEFCA po is an SAGF, so like any other SAGF po, this is part of the total expenditure program of the government. So based po sa proposal, no po, based po sa proposal sa need and dun sa availability po nga ng fiscal space, given na part din po siya. So
hindi ba
in-evaluate din po siya.
By law kasi automatic i-release sa kanila yung travel tax, yung 10%?
These are all part po of their special account in the general fund po.
Correct. So, dapat 726 ang i-remit sa kanila?
Same nga po, sir. Actually, kanila naman po talaga yun. Earmark for them. However po, since nga po part ito ng total expenditure program, kailangan din pong ine-evaluate siya during budget prep, and kung ano lang po talaga yung kayang ma-obligate or kaya nilang maubos within the year, yun po yung pinoprogram po natin.
But by law, 10% of travel.
Yes po, earmark naman po sa kanila. Opo, earmark naman po talaga sa kanila yun.
Earmark but not
opo, hindi
appropriated.
Po, yes po, pinoprogram po natin is based on
what's
their...
the use of earmark kung di mo ma-appropriate?
Sa kanila din naman po yun. Actually, even during budget execution po, they can request for additional programming if needed. Like this year po, nag-request sila ng 75 million for the Venice Biennale po. Ay, for the Frankfurt, sorry. For the Frankfurt.
But na, mayroong silang, well, may request sila Tier 1 and Tier 2 na hindi nabigay. So, ang punto ko lang kasi, they're allowed until 726 million, diba?
Yes, sir.
But they're only appropriated 585.
Yes po.
Diba? So, in other words, yung natitira, yung balance na yun, para rin sa kanila.
Yes po, they can, naman po, they can use that. They can request that during budget or execution, or they can use that for the next budget year po.
Okay. So, that's the room that they can request. So, that's the room, ma'am, that we can still allocate, no? Yung balance na yun, no?
What's better? For them to request the balance? What is the balance due them based on the 10% from the travel tax na hindi pa naibigay? But would that be considered an amendment to the budget already? Would be charged to our rights to amend? Or it's hindi yon because it's really due them, so it's part of the travel tax?
Madam Chair, it will be part of the amendments po, since part din po, ang SAGF po is part din po of the total expenditure program.
Let's not stay on that. So we just realized that the whole travel tax allocation is not given unless they ask. But at least they know that there are funds due them, the right to have it because of a law, then they can ask. Right?
Yes,
now,
Madam
I
Chair.
don't understand when you're saying slow ang utilization nila ng NEFCA. Please teach them now. What is a quick utilization? Because every year, you will always cut their budget because of slow utilization of NEFCA. On the other hand, maybe parang yung security blanket nila, nandyan yung kanilang NEFCA. And to be fair, ang kanilang iniisip siguro, hihingi kami sa GAA, galing sa NEP, iba pa yung NEFCA, nakatabihan. So, please explain to the agency what is a not slow utilization. Yun.
Madam Chair, their utilization rate for 2025 is at 88%. What we're just saying, it's high, but what we're just saying is may natira po from the SAGF. So, since na part po ng total expenditure program ang SAGF, so kino-consider po din namin ito sa evaluation kung ano po ba yung absorptive capacity talaga ni agency for the year. So, given po kung may mga natitira po during sa fiscal year, parang ang sa amin po, ang thinking namin is kung sobra yung na-provide. Pero kung magagamit naman po nila, and like nga po ngayon, nag-increase kami given na may mga additional silang kailangan even with the 88% utilization ng 2024. So we also base it on their needs naman po.
Chair, I'm looking at the disbursement to obligation. Mabagal nga talaga yung disbursements. It's only at 69%. So na-obligate na yung 95%, but out of that 95, 69% lang na disperse. Is there any reason how come the disbursement is, considering that a lot of the I'm looking at the programs, marami dun, subsidies, financial assistance, so ibig sabihin, disperse lang ng disperse, no?
Yeah.
So how come it's quite low?
Yes, just to enlighten again, no, siguro, not just our esteemed senators, but also our colleagues here. Unlike any other agency, the nature of NCC is we're a grants giving body. And the grants, even half of our personalities are volunteers. Yung manpower namin, hindi organic talaga. Kasi nga, it's a commission, no? Half of the membership emanate from the private sector. So when we give out grants, much as we have them binded doon sa aming mga contracts, remember the range of the contracts, no, ang MOUs namin would be from individuals to NGOs to people's organization to really big institutions. When we farm out the budget, hirap na hirap kami humabol sa kanila, no? So ang point doon is even though we have already streamlined the accreditation, no, from original 9 naging 4 na lang ang mga requirements ngayon, hirap pa rin sila mag-comply. When we have to conduct and implement some of the projects, the moment it goes to liquidation already, hirap na hirap talaga sila mag-liquidate to the point kami na ang pumupunta sa remote areas just to complete the documentation. No, so these are things na kung lahat sila ay empleyado ng NCCA, I think ang bilis-bilis talaga. So you will notice that also that projects undertaken by the institution itself will be able to do and comply very fast. But the moment we have externalities, kasi these are grants, no? So we cannot do the work for them. They have to produce all the paperwork. We already guide them. We give them assistance in terms of liquidation and accounting. Matagal ang crank, ang grind nila. No? So, yun po, NCCA, half of us are private commissioners. And from these private commissioners, they trickle down, no, Honorable Gatchalian, itong ating mga projects po. So, on our projects, we expect them to be liquidated. We help them out. But it's really how they work out their documentation that takes quite a while. No, so
you mentioned the ED, no? In liquidation, I was going to ask na dito sa COA merong 155 million of unliquidated amounts, which is quite significant. From various NGAs and LGUs. So what you're saying is itong mga grant, lahat naman, no, buong government agency, ganun talaga. Pag nagbibigay ka ng grant, ililiquidate talaga nila yan. No, that's really part of the process. But what you're saying is these individuals or itong mga NGAs, hindi sila makaliquidate. Is that the problem? So meron bang ibang NGO, ibang NGAs or ibang entities who can qualify and fulfill the government requirements? Talaga mahirap ang liquidation, ha? Don't get me wrong. I've had problems with that when I was a mayor. But wala tayong choice, eh. Yan talaga ang guidelines and policy ng COA, no? Especially COA yan. No, and for your protection, this should be fulfilled because pag na-declare, na-disallow yan, personal ang habol, eh, no? So, is there a better way of doing all of these grant-giving activities? And also, can we give to entities that are capable of liquidating? Kasi yan talaga ang policy natin. We cannot veer away from that unless you have communication with COA and COA will say, oh, we can loosen it up, no? But for now, na-experience ko yan, mahirap talaga siya, no? Mahirap talaga siya.
Chair, well, just to answer the first question that you were asking, why is the slow po yung disbursement as against the obligation? Because the grants are given in tranches. So from 2 to 3. So prior to release of the next tranche is a liquidation, and that is what is slowing down the implementation of the whole project.
So that's the problem. In other words, na-release them partial because they haven't liquidated.
We cannot.
You cannot release the entire amount.
So that's the one that is slowing.
Pero naka-obligate na siya.
Obligate na po
Correct.
siya.
So, ibig sabihin, payable na yan ng
Because
agency.
na po, Mr. Chair, kaya obligated na po siya in the total amount. So if the grant is 1 million, it is obligated at 1
But that should
million.
take note ng BBM kasi pag na-obligate na,
Commitment.
payable na yan ng, ng agency. Diba?
Yes
So,
po.
kahit na mababa yung disbursement niya, but technically utang na yan ng agency. Utang na yan ng agency unless declared invalid or
So as far as
So how do we improve the grant giving activity so that liquidation will not be a problem? Kasi nakahang yan dito sa libro niyo eh.
yeah, the unliquidated were really now going physically doing ocular visitations to all of those that are listed, and they cannot anymore apply for the next grant.
Can you cite an example wherein you gave grants and the liquidation became a problem? One example.
Sa Mindanao, marami. IP.
Most of the challenging grantees that we have are really the indigenous peoples groups.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So, one example lang. Ano yung binigyan yung grant tapos nasa bundok yan eh. Paano nyo papaliquidate nasa bundok tsaka nasa... just one example lang.
Yes.
One example.
actually bakit LGUs minsan nahirap, especially pag nag-change
ng mayor.
mayors.
Oo. Just give one example lang sa IP. Ano ba yung binigyan nyo? While we're waiting for the data, I saw in your program yung Metropolitan there's 45 million. How much is to operate that Metropolitan Theater?
Mr. Chair, that 45 million is basically for admin, utilities, and personnel. If we have a production, basically we range from 60 to 70 million.
So just to maintain, operate the Met Theater, we need 45 million.
45, sir, for personnel, but with all the conservation work plus the production to make it alive is roughly 70 million po.
70 million a year.
50 to 70.
Operating lang muna. Operating. 45.
Mga 45.
So that's 4 million, more or less about kulang-kulang 4 million a month has to operate. And then you said another 30 million to produce.
For co-production po, if ever. But basically, right now, at least two major productions lang po yung ginagawa ng NCCA because that is within the limit of the funds. But to make it more alive, we open the theater po for rentals.
Rental.
And
Is the Met cash flow positive or negative?
basically,
Cash flow lang, wag ng profit. Just cash flow lang po.
just enough po to have the upkeep of the maintenance of the Met because the revolving fund which was approved to us by the DBM can only be used particularly for the maintenance as well of the complex and for the payment po of the utilities.
So which is the 45?
45 plus po, partial lang po yun because otherwise we kung wala po yung ating revolving fund, madideplete din po yun, kulang po yun for the utilities and maintenance and security po of the place.
Pero yung when you rent it out,